That's what the university says. Charles Thomas is the student who's been identified being shot by University of Chicago police after reports of smashing windows in cars. He survived the encounter, had a wound to his shoulder. Video of that encounter showing him coming towards the officer with a metal pipe. We're gathering campus reaction this morning, and we're here with someone who's actually had Charles in a classroom. Guy Emerson Mount, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, sir.
So, obviously you saw this video last night and you realized this is your student. How are you feeling right now, and what's going through your mind when seeing that?
Well, I'd love to say that I'm shocked that this is something that the University of Chicago was capable of, but unfortunately, I know the history of the University of Chicago. I teach history in the Department of History, and this is unfortunately part of a long trend in the University of Chicago's history, starting with enslavement. The University of Chicago was founded by a slaveholder in 1856, Stephen A. Douglas. It supported restrictive covenants for years, policing black communities. There are multiple accounts of black students being harassed on campus by police, community members being harassed by police. Unfortunately, this is the modus operandi of the University of Chicago, and it was only a matter of time until something like this happened to a student of color on this campus, in this vicinity. It's what the university does.
What would you have liked to have seen, or how would you like to see the officer handle the situation better when it comes to that encounter?
I'd like him not to be there. I mean, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been called. He shouldn't have been in the vicinity. We should not have our police officers doing the mental health work that needed to be done. I mean, my student had a nervous breakdown, right? My student was mentally ill, right? And why do we have police officers with guns as the first responders? We need community activists, community organizers, and people who are trained in mental health to be first responders to people who are suffering from mental health conditions.
And you hit on that history there. Lots of reaction happening online from the campus community. You said you have a class that Charles was in at 12:30 today. How do you anticipate that's going to go?
I don't know how I'm going to be able to face my students and be able to tell them that I'm still working at a university that would do this to one of them.
All right. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll have more details on this incident. For now, I'm live from Hyde Park. Branson Pope, The Jam.